Eileen, love, there aren't any ghosts.
I saw it. I did. It was white and floating right there. And it was wiggling its arms around all crazy, like it was going to eat me. You don't think it was going to eat me, do you? It was going, ooh, and coming awful close.
Eileen, calm down. There weren't any ghosts in your room, I promise.
How do you know?
Eileen. Fine, okay? See? No one here but you and me, love? Now, it's past midnight. It's time for bed.
Wait! What if it comes back?
Eileen.
No, Papa, really. What if it comes back? What if it didn't want to eat me before, but now they've said something and wants to swallow me whole? Mrs. Porter told me that ghosts can do that. Or was it goblins?
For goodness sakes. Okay, all right. If a ghost were to come into your room, and I'm not saying it will, but if it does, just say, "Who's there?" And when they answer, tell them your name. Any ghost you see isn't scary. It's just looking to finish up some business before it moves on.
Move on?
To heaven. Like your mom.
Oh,
Are you good now? You'll sleep?
I think so. What if it wasn't a ghost? What if it was a ghoul? Ghoul or a banshee? Mrs. Porter says that banshees are the worst because they scream and scream.
I swear. I'm never leaving you with the Porters again.
Banshees are serious business, Papa.
Oi, faggots! You'll never guess what you missed in the shop this morning.
Half-price eggs?
No, stupid. It doesn't have anything to do with what's going on in the shop.
Then why say I missed something going on in the shop?
The Porters dropped in for a visit.
Yeah? And what's today's prediction then? Asteroids from the moon? Gravity will stop working? A goblin sighting outside of there? No, wait. Let me guess. A rogue cow from England has come to haunt the town square.
It was a pig, not a cow. And no, none of that. So Owen Porter was checking out the beats while Mrs. Porter told me all about her goats and how they've been acting up. She says they refuse to eat anything but rotten potato peels for a week.
And
that means there's a snowstorm coming.
but it's the middle of summer. It hasn't even rained in weeks.
That's what I said. And you know what she did?
Predicted that a wee fairy would be living inside your ear until you believed her? Alright, what?
She said her goats were special. Then she placed a silver coin on the counter and left without buying anything. And Owen Porter just followed her out.
What a strange woman.
What a stranger man.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see those special goats of hers. She can send them right down to me, and I'll take care of them and their predictions. And afterwards, Owen Porter and his crazy wife can go right back up the mountain and enjoy the summer breeze, just like you and me.
Real cute, Grady, threatening some goats.
They're special goods, apparently.
Even better, threatening goats with magical powers.
Catherine, you know the Porters have lost their marbles. It's just the two of them up on that mountain. Of course they think goats can predict the weather. They probably think that flowers tell secrets and the river is actually a large snake.
I highly doubt that the Porters are sending all their faith in goats. And besides, they're not totally alone. They have that farmhand, Donahue.
Explain him then.
Explain what? You said to yourself, it's the dead of summer. Goats can't predict the weather, and even if they could, looks like they'll be wrong, okay?
Well, as much as I love chatting with you two about nothing, looks like Frank's coming.
You don't look happy.
Oh, neither does his father.
Maybe it'd be best to just steer clear for the time being.
Hurry up, will ya? I think I heard the bells ring out already.
No, I will not hurry up, Father. Like I said since we left the house, I'll go hunting today. I've no desire to go to church and sit in a pew and listen to Father Peter ramble on and on about good and evil when there are things out there that can feed us this week.
You will not forsake the Lord's day, Frank. I forbid it. You will march yourself into church, sit front row with your hands folded in prayer. Afterward, feel free to run around all you wish.
But Father, I don't like it. I don't want to sit in that hot, cramped building.
Tyrone does the best that it can.
It's not just that.
And besides, the Lord created each and every one of those little critters you're after to keep you living, so...
So I should respect the good Lord's intentions, go find myself those critters.
No, you should thank him for his generosity, and then go hunting.
Why should I be thankful for something I've yet to receive? Besides, I'll lose daylight hours if I wait till afterwards. I'm going hunting now.
You would choose some silly little sport over the Lord? You would rather see a man go up rabbit instead of your own father?
Father has nothing to do with that. If you just listen...
No! I understand. Why would you ever want to be around me where you can waste the day away chasing squirrels up a tree?
Of course I want to be around.
Ever since your mother died, you've run away from me at every opportunity. You spend more time out with your friends than with me or our home. We're barely getting our work done, and I don't think the crops are going to come in this fall as they should. And I've been putting all the blame on myself, telling myself that I'm not working hard enough or God hasn't given us a good enough year because I'm terrible
Father,
at what I
don't
do.
say that. I'm not trying to leave you or anyone. I just can't pull myself to be at the house or at the church because...
But I see now, Frank, that it's you. You're the one slacking off, gallivanting around the world doing everything you can to keep you from your duties. The Lord's not punishing me, Frank. He's punishing you. You've decided that nothing matters to you anymore. You only care about the things you want and damn the rest!
If that's how you really feel, then I suppose I'll leave you be now.
What? You won't even defend your actions? Fine. Go. But before you do, let me remind you I'm the only family you have now, like it or not! I truly believe you need to go to church, repent your sins, and pray, because you have not been a good son at all lately!
Not a good son. What about you?
I do everything for you! You're ungrateful, you know that! I worked my whole life to give you what you need! You and your mother! You don't even care that she's gone, do you?
How dare you!
You won't even go to church!
What? And be reminded for a funeral again and again and again? I'd rather die than go back to that church!
That's what you want.
Yes!
Fine. Go. Continue to be disrespectful and uncaring. Don't worry about your father who's old, working the fields, trying to provide for his broken family. It's all about what Frank wants anyway. Well, since you're going out, remember, only come back if you're dead! Oh no. That was wrong. Lord, I didn't mean a word of it. Truly I didn't. He's just so hard sometimes. Frank's old enough to make his own decisions. I just think he chooses wrong sometimes. I want him to learn something good. I shouldn't have yelled. Damn it! I shouldn't have yelled.
You got that right? Yelled about what?
Donahue, that's you? What brings you down from the mountain?
Old man Porter sent me down to collect coats for him and the missus. Gave me spare change to get one for myself and Eileen as well.
A little early for winter shopping, isn't it?
Mrs. Porter, she's got this idea in her head. It's going to snow soon. I know. It's summer. The sun's right there. It's the Porters, Cormac. You know they think differently.
Well, I'm glad they moved up to the top of that mountain. But, A snowstorm, you say? Well, I certainly hope not. My boy Frank's up there, as we speak, hunting game with his friends.
They'll be fine, Cormac. I've never heard of one of Mrs. Porter's predictions coming true.
I sure hope so, Daly. He's the one I was yelling at. Frank, I mean. He's just been so difficult since his mother died. I don't know how to handle him like she did. We haven't had a real conversation in months, just fighting.
You shouldn't have yelled.
No, I shouldn't have yelled.
Don't worry, old friend. Frank's just figuring out how to adjust, like you are. When my wife died, Eileen was very small, and I had no idea how to take care of a wee baby girl. That's why the Porters have been so great. Mrs. Porter told me exactly what I'm telling you. Your child heals differently than you do. Wait until Frank comes back and talk to him. I'm sure he's been waiting to talk about everything himself. He just doesn't know how to yet. With a little guidance, I think everything will turn out fine.
I don't know, Daly. I just don't know.
I could have sworn I saw them go this way.
Don't worry, we'll find them soon.
After all, they were running around here, the people.
Did you hear that?
You really said that? You told him to come back dead?
Told you it was bad. I mean, of course I didn't mean it. He'd said it first, and I just wanted to go to church, pray a little, sit in the peaceful silence, and feel Marta's presence in the music. She used to love the organ. But no. Instead, I yelled at my boy, and this time I said something really stupid.
Even parents are allowed to get frustrated? Okay. This was bigger than frustration. This is something you'll have to talk through with your son.
You're right. I know you're right.
I'm always right. Ask Eileen.
Yeah? Okay. How is the little one doing? She's what, 5 now?
8.
8! Where have I been the last 3 years?
Getting lost in a bottle. And Eileen is fine. She spends a lot of time with the Porters. Probably more than she should. Anyway, I should get going. It's a hike waiting for me, and apparently a snowstorm is coming.
Good luck.
And you too.
Daly. Thank you.
It'll be fine.
You said. When Frank gets back, I'm going to apologize, so we can talk this out. Together. I don't want to fight anymore. It's more stressful than working the farm.
And speaking of the farm, I really have to get back to Porter before she starts to burn all the wood we've saved for the real winter.
Frank! My feet hurt! I can't feel my legs!
I don't even see the rabbit anymore.
I bet it wasn't even a rabbit to begin with!
Maybe we should just go home, Frankie. We've been in for days. Weeks, really. And I know we always come back with something, but...
But we don't always have to! I swear, Frank, this is getting out of hand! I'm tired, I'm sweaty, and I'm...
Always complaining.
Oh, shut it, Catherine!
Ladies and Fergus, look, up here in the mountains, we can do whatever we want, whenever we want. It's not just about hunting, it's about roaming, free. Come on, let's go get that rabbit. Not for the kill, but for the hunt.
I swear, Frank, this is it. I'm done. You need to go back and talk with your father, and we need to do something else.
What do you mean?
I mean, my mother needs help back at home. Grady needs to be back at the shop, and Fergus needs to do whatever it is Fergus does.
Not that. Why do I have to talk to my father?
You're fighting again? We all heard.
Some of us not so softly.
Shut it, Grady.
Catherine, look. My father doesn't want to talk to me, and I'm not too keen on listening to him either. There's a rabbit right down that path there. I bet you 3 copper pieces it is.
3 copper pieces? You're on.
This day's beautiful anyways.
Are you sure about that, Frankie? Haven't you noticed it's getting darker and darker and it's not even midday? There's a storm on its way. And we're nearly at the heart of the mountain. We'll be lucky to get back to Tyrone before the first cloud breaks.
Well, you know, I think Catherine's got a point. I've noticed the air's a bit more crisp than it was this morning.
Come on, Frankie. Let's go home. I don't want to be wet and tired, too.
No, I'm not going till I get that rabbit. You guys can go back if you want to, but I have to get it.
Why?
Because, for my own reasons, Grady.
Alright, come on then. We'll go until it starts raining, okay? Okay?
I'm okay with that.
Fine.
You all right, love?
Of course I am.
Keep up. I think Mrs. Porter might be right after all.
Of course she is. She said so herself. Today we baked a cherry pie and then bottomwood for the snowstorm. I can't wait for the snow, Papa. It's going to be white all over. And we can build a snowman, and I can have coffee and you want to eat a glass of cherry.
Okay. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It only looks like it's gonna rain.
Either way, I'm excited. Mrs. Porter said that if it's a light snow, I can go visit her in a couple of days. It's too big.
It's the best that the town could do in the middle of summer.
Papa, Mrs. Porter said one last thing. She said that we should probably watch out for anything unusual.
What does that mean?
Don't know.
Well, there's nothing that'd be stranger to me than if it snowed today. Now come on, love, I hear thunder.
All right, that's it. I'm going home.
Frankie, slow down. I think Catherine tripped.
What?
Catherine, she's trailing behind.
I'm done. I'm going back. This is ridiculous.
Grady, relax.
Don't tell me to relax.
Grady.
Look, I've humored you for a while now, but I'm sick of hunting for things that aren't there.
Not there. We saw a rabbit not 10 minutes ago.
And when we don't catch a rabbit, then what? We come back tomorrow and look for mongoose, then squirrels. It's not a rabbit you're chasing, Frank, and I'm sick of pretending to care.
Wait, we're not looking for a rabbit?
Of course we are.
No, we're not. You and Frank McCann are looking for an escape from reality. You're not doing anything productive. You know what? Maybe your father's right. You only care about yourself and damn the rest.
Oh, you want me to come back dead too? Is that it?
Frank,
Forget it.
Frank,
I said forget it, Grady. Just go.
What'd I miss?
Nothing. You're all just about to leave.
Oh, but you
don't
didn't.
worry about it. Besides, it's really dark out. We should go back.
We'll see you tomorrow then. Frank, be safe out there. If the storm gets too bad, please come back to the mountain.
I will. Don't worry about me.
Don't remind me. It's been a week. A whole week and Frank's not back. Snow really piled up out there. Nothing but a wide, wide waste of hills. Daly should be here soon with news from the search party. They wouldn't let me come along because they said I was too much to handle. Too much to handle? My son is missing! Why did he have to go up that damn mountain? Why did he have to be so difficult with me? Why did I have to be so difficult with him? Frank's done nothing wrong. He shouldn't be punished. I should be. Frank!
Father, no.
So sorry, Mr. McKenna, but I'm afraid that...
Stop, I know it's coming. I don't want to hear it.
They've taken him to Mr. Donahue's home. He was found close under some branches. I'll be by tomorrow to escort you to the surface.
Thank you, Father. I'll be right with you. Just give me a moment.
God bless you, sir. You have my deepest sympathies.
I am being punished!
We shouldn't have left him all alone.
It's all our fault.
You couldn't have known it would snow in the middle of summer. There's nothing you could have done, and You can't beat yourselves up over it.
I know that. I still feel like we've done something wrong.
I should have never yelled. I never thought this would happen. I never thought Mrs. Porter would be right.
Yes, well, no one expected that either. You can't be so hard on yourselves.
Do you think you felt it? The cold taking you away?
Don't talk about that, Catherine.
I can't help it. I just keep thinking about what he was wearing. Just a flannel. Short sleeves. It's bitter out there, and Frankie, he was...
He tried to fight it, Catherine. He did. Frank was tough. He wouldn't take the snow lying down, not without trying to get back home. Think of who he was.
In the last few hours of his life, he fought with us. He fought with his father. He was alone.
Catherine, that's enough. Please, I can't think of that. Not now. Frank died fighting, so help me God.
Cormac, my dear old friend, if there's anything that I...
Not now.
Cormac, don't you shut me out again.
I said not now, Daly. Look, don't make a scene in front of your kid.
Oh, I'll make a scene if it means you'll talk to me.
Can you bring Frank back? My wife? Your wife? Leave me alone, Daly. You of all people should understand that.
Let me walk you home at least.
Papa, wait!
Yes, Eileen?
Where are you going?
Just down to town and back. I'll only be an hour.
I don't want to be alone with that in the room.
The men will be here any minute to pick it up. Just stay inside and don't fret too much, okay? This is just how life is. We live and we die. You shouldn't be afraid of that.
But I am afraid. You know what Miss Porter said.
Eileen, please, please, please don't mention the Porters again today. Look, Mr. McKenna is hurting. I need you to be my big, brave girl right now, okay? Now, I'll only be an hour. Just stay inside.
What on earth? Where am I? Where's that rabbit gotten to now? Could have sworn I was about to nab it when... It's all fuzzy. Excuse me, miss. Could you please tell me where?
A ghost!
Where?
Ah!
Ow. Ow. Why are you running from me?
You're a ghost!
Me? I'm Frank McKenna, little miss from the town of Tyrone.
No, you're not. You're dead.
Dead? What are you talking about? Why, that's me.
Of course it is. You're Frank McKenna. You're dead.
But that's not possible. I'm here right now. Or, at least I thought I was here. Where's here anyways?
The Donahue residence?
Daly?
And I'm Eileen. And you? You're a ghost?
I can't be dead.
Well, he's not alive.
Dead.
How do you not know that you're dead?
The last thing I remember was hunting on the mountain with my friends. But then it started to snow. That's impossible. It's the summer. There's no snow in summer.
That's what everyone told Mrs. Porter when she made my papa go down to the village to get him some fur coats. But then it did snow, and you were missing for days.
Days?
A week to be exact. Papa had to bring you here since you were so close. How come you forgot you were dead?
A ghost? Me?
Well, what else would you call yourself?
I suppose ghost is the only word for it.
Of course there are ghouls, too, and poltergeists. Mrs. Porter's telling me about those, and banshees. second without screaming, do you?
No, not really.
Papa told me once the ghosts only exist if their spirit is restless. Are you restless, Mr. McKenna?
I don't think so. But I must be, if what your father says is true and I really am a ghost. Oh, call me Frank.
Okay, Frank.
I still can't believe this.
Hello, fellas.
Oh, hello there, little miss. We're just here to take the body to the cemetery. Is your father around?
No. To walk Mr. McKenna home. Do you see him too?
See who, miss?
Frank, of course.
Why, yes, miss. His body's right here. But his spirit's gone off to the Lord above.
My dear friend Eileen, it appears that these gentlemen can't see me the way you can. And by the looks of it, they can't hear me either. I think this might be quite the adventure for us. Oh boy, this is amazing.
We have to figure out what it is that you're supposed to do. Then we can put your spirit to rest.
What is it I'm supposed to do?
I don't actually know. I've never done this before. But I know someone who can help.
Where are we going?
Get out here! We have company!
No, we don't, dear. Daly's not due for another 3 days.
Hey, him, you cute! Now get!
Dearest, I see no one.
Give her a moment. She's got little legs running through piles and piles of snow.
There's only about 7 inches here, dear.
Now?
So Eileen's coming. I thought you said she'd catch the sniffles after this snowfall.
She will now that she's in it. It only lasts a few days though, the lucky duck. I'll send some beet soup along with her.
We got beet soup.
Oh, not so fast, you greedy old man. I made it for my sick little girl.
Bah!
Go by yourself. Oh, it looks like she has a friend with her.
In this weather?
Oh, I see. It looks like they need our help, dear. Go put the kettle on. You stay away from my beet soup.
Bah!
Go by yourself.
Mrs. Porter!
Eileen!
Mrs. Porter, I've got a big question for
I
you.
will slow down and come inside. Bring Mr. McKenna along with you.
You see him?
Of course I do. Didn't I tell you strange things are on their way? Patrick! Stay away from my beet soup! Ah! Oh, find yourself! Greedy old man. Now, what brings you here?
Well...
I'm dead.
Yes, you are. And yet here you are. Shouldn't you be taking your eternal rest, mister?
Well,
That's why we're here.
Well, you can't haunt my house if that's what you're asking. I already have 2 ghosts in the barn. I don't need another one in the house. Patrick was worried about the crows. Have you ever thought about haunting a field?
no.
Oh, yes, well, that would be a lonely haunt. Perhaps there's somewhere in town that needs you.
No, I don't want to haunt anything. I want to move on, I guess.
Oh, yes, well, in that case, tea's come
coming soon. We can figure out what has you tethered, Miss McKenna.
So, you think you can help Frank?
Absolutely not.
Why are we here?
I thought you could help.
Are you done whispering in my living room? It's rude to whisper, you know. Anything could be listening. Like a pixie or a house brownie. They don't like believing you're keeping secrets from them.
Sorry, Mrs. Porter.
It's okay, dog. Now, as I was saying, I can't help Frank. Frank must help himself. Think about what you were doing before you passed, dear. Was it important to you? What event led up to your death hasn't been resolved?
I was out hunting with my friends, but then they left me. And we were hot on the trail of a big rabbit, too.
Oh, that's it. You want the rabbit. Very good. Great place to start. Oh! Don't need any cabbage for 3 days. The crop won't dead.
A rabbit? That's all? That's all. I really did want to catch it. We were out all morning trying to hunt that rodeo beast.
Are you sure, Mrs. Porter?
Absolutely. Cabbage have you down for days. Which reminds me. Patrick! Fried potatoes, Manula! What did I tell you? Never wake a man in his own chair. Oh, hush up. It's only bad luck if you're wearing gloves. Now get Eileen her soup. Beef, more specifically, lady dear. Vanula's finest. Best you two get going soon. More snow's on its way, and we don't want Miss Eileen getting caught in the blizzard this time around.
I promise that won't happen.
I know it won't. Now get it. Was that McKenna's boy? What? Oh no, dear, he's dead.
Do you really think all you have to do is hunt a rabbit and then you'll be in heaven?
I don't see why not. Miss Porter seemed to agree.
Yes, fine.
So where exactly did they find me?
Over by a tree. They said you do a circle around yourself in snow.
Really? That's interesting.
Why is that?
It's something my mother used to do. A game we used to play when I was little.
You drew a circle on the ground and called it a game?
There was more to it than that. We pretended we were two warriors fighting for victory. We each had a stash of money and treasures that we would hide. Then, we tried to find where the other person had hid their treasures. If I found hers, I'd take it back to the circle. Anything inside the circle couldn't be taken back by the other warrior. The warrior who found the most prized possession would be victorious. I always hid my favorite shoes, and my mother always hid the necklace my father bought her. She was buried in it, actually.
Your mother died too?
Yeah, just a little while ago. Nothing's been normal since, especially between me and my father. We haven't seen eye to eye recently.
Why not?
Well, he wanted me to go work on the farm and go back to church and pretend everything was all right. He wanted to go back to normal as quickly as possible, but I wasn't ready. So I hunted. I did what I was good at. I distracted myself. My friends were great too, for a while. Even they started getting frustrated.
I know why you did that circle before you died.
Why is that?
Because you were scared. It's okay to be scared sometimes. You drew that circle because you wanted to feel safe. You wanted to feel like you were with your mama again.
You know what, Miss Eileen? I think you're right.
So your friends, they were with you when you were looking for the rabbits?
Aye, but I had a right fight with my mate Grady. You know what? I don't think my spirit's stuck here because I couldn't hunt a rabbit.
I didn't think so either.
And I bet you Miss Porter knew that too. She did say I had to help myself. Come on. I know exactly where to go.
I don't feel too good.
What do you think it was this time, Fergus? Did you eat something you shouldn't have again?
Don't think so. Mom made cabbage stew for lunch, but there wasn't anything wrong with that.
I meant, did you put something weird in your mouth like a bug or a shiny piece of metal?
I only did that one time.
And you were sick a whole 8 days.
I thought it was a piece of shiny candy.
What candy is shiny?
The metal kind? Apparently.
Miss Donahue, what brings you down here?
Oh, nothing really. Do you believe in ghosts, Grady?
Ghosts? Not really. Why? Is Mrs. Porter telling you things again?
Oh, come off it. Miss Porter isn't all that bad.
No choice, Mrs. Porter. Let's say ghosts were real. Would you believe in them then?
I suppose if ghosts were real, I'd have no choice but to believe in them.
So what would you say to a ghost?
Well, probably, how are you, Mr. Ghost? It's great to see you in the not flesh. What's it like being dead itself?
Eileen.
Specifically, Frank McKenna's
That's
ghost.
a bit personal, Miss Donahue.
I know, but if you could...
I would tell him to wear a jacket at all times.
Fergus.
I would. Who knows what heaven's like, right, Miss Donahue? I'd want him to warm up again in the afterlife.
Okay. I'd tell him that too, and that I miss him, and that he still owes me 3 copper pieces for losing that bet.
I would say sorry for picking a fight, for leaving.
I think he knows that. I think he's sorry, too.
But he doesn't need to be sorry.
Of course I do.
You alright, Graham?
What? Fine, I'm fine. Let's get inside. The wind's picking up, making my eyes sting.
Sure it is.
Oh, Grady. What?
Why are you still here?
I beg your pardon.
You settled things with your friend. Shouldn't you, I don't know, vanish?
I can't just vanish, Eileen.
Then how will your spirit move on?
There's one last thing I have to do.
Look, I'm tired of running around. My nose is starting to run, you know.
Then you better go catch it.
That's not funny, Frank.
I thought it was pretty clever.
Please don't talk that way, Cormac. This wasn't your fault.
Oh, yes, it is. I told Frank to come back dead. And now look where we are.
You were angry. And although that's no excuse, Frank understood. You've been under a lot of stress since your wife passed.
And now I'm responsible because my son is dead.
Your son's death was an accident, and you know it. Now stop being so damn stubborn and grieve.
I am grieving.
No, you're drowning yourself.
So I grieve with alcohol instead of tears. They're both liquids, Daly.
It's not the same.
Papa, I've been such an adventure, and I've got good soup.
Eileen, what on God's green earth are you doing here? It's below freezing outside. How did you get here by yourself?
I'm not by myself. I came down here to help Mr. McKenna out.
Was it the townsperson? Did Mrs. Porter visit you? Is she here?
No, it was...
Frank! That's it. No more for me.
You can see me, Father?
Frank. I can't believe you're here.
Well, you did say come back dead, so here I am.
Oh, Frank.
What's going on?
It's Frank's ghost, Papa. He's restless and Mrs. Porter's son is here. Well, not at first, because Frank had to figure it out all on his own and not because he was told.
A ghost? Cormac. Cormac, you see someone there?
I hardly believe it myself, Daly, but I do.
Holy Mary, Mother of God.
Papa!
Sorry, Eileen.
It's okay, because now Frank can tell Mr. McKenna he's sorry for leaving. And that
I can take it from here, Eileen. Father, I'm sorry.
You're sorry? I'm the one that should be sorry.
No, Father, I have to say this. I left because I wanted to get out. I couldn't sit in church and listen to the prayers, and the priests, and the music. Oh, especially the music. It reminded me too much of Ma. I couldn't hear without being sad, so I hunted to keep my mind off of her.
Oh, Frank, that doesn't matter to me anymore. I never should have said anything like that to you.
I was no good to you after Ma died. I was sad, and I was scared. And Miss Eileen told me it's okay to be scared sometimes. I should have talked to you. Maybe this would be all different. Maybe. Well, there is no maybe, this is where we are. But I'll be damned to leave without sorting this out with you first.
I'd like that, Frank.
Me too.
I love you, son.
I love you too, Father.
What did I miss?
Oh, Papa, I'll tell you all about it and I walk home.
You'd better.
Bridgette Saverine. I was the director of this show, and here's Autumn Heisler, the playwright.
We got you flowers. Yes, we did. And we got you a card. This is our fantastic director for the Student Run Project. Couldn't do it without him.
Isaac, could you bring the house lights up? If you guys are interested, we can do a little talk back right now with any questions or comments about the production. You can sit on those.
Don't sit on the box.
Don't
Sit on the box. I didn't do it. It wasn't good. Throw the alcohol. Keep it in the box.
Could you dim the lights a little bit?
Yeah, I think we can. Thank you.
There we go. I can see you.
So, like Kirk mentioned, this was my senior project for theater. I'm actually a biomedical engineering major, and I've done theater here for 4 years. So this is kind of like my final big piece. And Autumn was kind enough to let me take on her project with the support of the entire cast and Professor Robert Reuter. So thank you. This is a gift from me. Elizabeth, got any questions? Start us off.
Autumn, how long did it take you to write the play?
How long did it take me? All right, so this started out as something that happened in the classroom. Back up a second. I graduated last year in May. For those who don't know me, I was the English creative writing major. This came out of playwriting 308 with Dr. Pobo, who's here today. And this was our one-act play. So I started writing this in the fall of 2014, and I finished it up right at the beginning of January. Right at the beginning of January. So it's been a process. It's been a long time, over a year. Yes.
How does your vision of the play compare to what Bridgette did with the play? Were you surprised by anything? Or?
Well, they added in the part with the funeral and the Danny boy playing in the background, and I love that.
I mean, I was crying the first night. I was actually laughing, crying, because it was so surreal to see, you know, everything that was happening in my head happen up here. And I don't know, my vision. I will say this, and I was telling Elizabeth this earlier, in my head when I was doing it, and I didn't write in stage directions, you know, exit stage left or stage right, but I had everything flipped in my head. And it's almost eerie, like how completely opposite of how my brain put it together and how they put it together. I mean, but it was still wonderful, so.
I'm going to ask you a question, Bridgette.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I'm going to ask you, I mean, you thanked Autumn for going ahead and letting her, or giving you the opportunity to work on the play. Did you find that it was stressful to be working on a friend's writing?
Oh, absolutely. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. I tried to give her a heads up, and I'm like, can I do this? And she's like, it's your show. I'm like, no, it's your show.
But it's not.
We've been having this fight for a while. But yeah, it was definitely one of the most stressful things I've ever done.
It was beautiful.
We're not, this is not.
How did you know that Carolyn would be perfect to play Old Man Porter?
This is a woman.
I was playing it around with casting, and I just like her and McKaylee together. I just really love that idea, and I was debating like flipping it, so I thought McKaylee might be Old Man Porter at first. But then just seeing them read together, I knew it was a great pair.
And then I got a beard.
Autumn, you should write a spin-off.
We all talked about a spin-off. Like the Porters.
I've watched it.
Adult actors, how was it adapting to having a child in your cast?
Adorable.
Oh, yeah, she's so precious. She was perfect.
And I don't ask that because I'm her mom. I'm always interested in that dynamic because I firmly believe that there should be multiple ages in productions whenever possible. It's always artificial, you know, you get a high school productions and the grandpa is 17 and the dad is 17 and the children are 17. So
it was great. She brought a lot of energy to everything.
Lots of energy.
A lot of energy. So it was nice because a lot of us, you know, we come from class and come to rehearsal and we're a little worn down. And Elizabeth would come in, she's ready to work. She was the fire lighter.
Eileen and the dead guy.
Yeah. We decided early on that this was her starring role.
So that's my question for Elizabeth, actually, is what is it like working with a bunch of college kids?
I liked working with a bunch of college kids.
Okay, yeah. We're good people, we try.
Because I like working with a lot of different ages. And this is actually my first college production. So it's nice, it was cool to be able to see how it was like to be in this kind of production, like instead of doing other productions. And I liked how Bridgette adapted and chose like how to be able to like entrances and exits and all that.
Yeah.
Good job, Richard.
Thank you.
I got one.
Oh.
What year is everyone? I mean, besides
Oh, sure.
Eileen.
Introduce yourself. There we go, down the line.
Oh, okay, cool.
I already did.
Again, my name is Bridgette Saverine. I'm a senior.
I'm McKaylee Gordon. I'm a sophomore.
Carolyn Lodge, junior.
Josh Malzoff, Jr.
I'm Kirk Reichert. I'm technically a junior, but I'm going to grad school next semester.
Sandra, freshman.
Tyler Palma, junior.
Bryn Madre, freshman.
Matthew Byrne, sophomore.
Rob Ritter, I'm a freshman.
And she's the senior lecturer.
Yeah.
And there's also Isaac up in the booth.
Yes.
Hi, Isaac.
Isaac. I'm the tech guy.
Okay, well, I think there's no more questions.
That's it.
I think that's it. So thank you so much for coming out to our closing production. And there's a couple more shows, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you.